Craig here, Parker's Property Sourcing. Just coming at you with another video today. And today's topic would be, what would I do if I was starting out in property in 2025 in the UK? So I've broken it down into 3 simple steps on the steps I would take to get to my first buy-to-let deal if I was starting out. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Step number 1 is education. You have to invest in yourself before you can make any investments into anything else. Yeah. If there's one gem you take away from this video, it's that invest in your education. It doesn't always have to be money. You can invest your time into reading books, talking to people, but you have to educate yourself in what you're about to go into before you do anything else. Yeah, education is something that I would say is the most important thing before getting into property investments. What sort of education do you need to educate yourself on? Firstly, how you work out the return on your investment. That's a simple one. You can even just look through my videos that I've done, because I spoke about it 3 or 4 times on my new quest building this channel. But working out your return on your investment is something that you really need to just know. As I said in the past, I have a calculator, and if you want it, I can give it over to you. Just drop me a message and I can send it over to you free of charge. And that's a return on investment calculator. But that helps you to just analyze and look at a deal very quickly before you even go to view it. It's just quick numbers. Yeah, boom. Does this give me the return on my investment I want? Before even going to view it, before even thinking about any offers, before thinking about anything else. You know, that comes with education. So that's definitely something in terms of the education side of things that you really need to crunch down on. Working out your cash flow, your return on your investment is super important. Understanding mortgages is also another thing, how mortgages work, what you need to be able to obtain a mortgage. Comes with getting the education beforehand. So, you know, deposits, the costings of the mortgage, how interest rates work, you know, what happens after the term of the mortgage, how long are the terms of mortgage. All of these things you need to be educating yourself with before jumping into buying your first deal. Educate yourself with everything around property, and it just gives you more armor, more tools to go to war in that investment field when you get there. So that's step number 1, yeah? And that will help you. The education you give yourself as well will help you avoid all the big mistakes that are made. Buying in the wrong areas, buying at the wrong price, buying with not knowing the returns. You know, all of these little things, education will just cut out all the silly mistakes that are made in property investment. Step number 1. Step number 2, once you've got your education out of the way, you're in the right place now. You know exactly your numbers on how to work out your numbers. You know exactly if you're able to get a mortgage or not and how your mortgage works. Step number 2 would be to start networking. Network. Your network is your net worth, they say, yeah? So you really got to start focusing in on going to networking events, going on social media groups online, property investors groups, landlord groups, estate agent groups. Just start networking with people in the property, because sometimes, as I've said before, you may not find your first deal on Rightmove. You may not find your first deal with an estate agent. You might find yourself your first deal in a networking event, speaking to someone that might just be there to sell their property, but they don't want to do it the conventional way through an estate agent. So networking is the second most important thing on your lead up to getting your first investment deal. As I've said before, and I can give you a quick story, I have a portfolio of 5 currently as I'm making this video. Two out of the 5 didn't go online, didn't go on Rightmove or Zoopla or anything like that. 2 out of the 5 was just me letting people know what I'm doing, networking at networking events, online networking events, popping into estate agents. Those, I found 2 deals that way. So networking is so important, and you can find some real good gems, below market value gems as well. You know, so you just never know who you're speaking to or who you might bump into. So networking is the second most important thing, and it'll be the second step that I'd take whilst going into buying my first buy-to-let deal. So recap: step 1, educate yourself. Step 2, network. You know, build up your network. Your network is your net worth. Yeah, remember that. And then step number 3, the best step of it all, the exciting part of it all. But it's all exciting, but this is the most exciting part, is get your first deal. So once you got your knowledge now, you're educated, you feel more confident in, you know what you're talking about, you've got your network, you've got people around you throwing deals at you, asking, have you thought about this, saying, check this place here, go and look at this area, all of that stuff. And your third one is you are going to get your buy-to-let deal. And my advice to you guys when taking this final step into your property is be confident and view lots of properties. Don't just go and buy your first one, yeah? Even if the first one, the numbers are good and all of that stuff, view loads. You know, my second or my third, I can't remember which one now. I put so many offers in before I bought the property at the time when I was ready to invest. I put so many cheeky little offers in and put so many offers and viewed so many properties, because you have to be in it to win it, and you have to be making sure that, you know, you're viewing lots. Because sometimes as well, going back to the networking side of things, viewing properties is a good way to network as well, because you build up relationships with the estate agents, so on and so forth. So number 3 is, you know, getting your first deal, but view lots of properties. View them, look at things, make inquiries. You know, that's really important. Really important. And let's face it, the first deal, well, bit of a nugget here. The first deal that you get, first buy-to-let that you get, is not going to make you rich. Yeah? Start off small. How I was taught, start off small. Get your first 5 nice, solid buy-to-let foundation behind you. That's just good return on your investments, in a good capital gains area with high demand for rent. Yeah, get 5 like that to start off with if you plan to build a big portfolio. Yeah, so start off small, get 5 nice good buy-to-lets. Yeah, but your first one will not make you rich. But what the first one will do, it will change your life, because it will give you the belief that you can do it. And once you've done something once, it's now a case of rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And then you can take it to wherever you want to take it. You can take it to 50 properties, 100 properties. I've met people that have thousands of property. I've been trained by people that have thousands of property. And guess what? They all started with 1. Everybody starts at 1. Yeah? So the 3 steps are educate yourself, network, and then get your first deal over the line by viewing. Yeah? So educate, network, view, make your offer, get your first buy-to-let, first of many, hopefully. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I've been Craig Parker. Until next time.